I don't hear anything. I hear something.
This is a production of the Must See TV Broadcast Network. Like, share, join.
Yeah, I hear this.
And follow us for all the latest updates. Like what you see, then throw those stars and show your support. And don't be shy, subscribe to the Caveman. He won't bite. And if you're watching us right now on YouTube, then you already know what to do. Smash that like and subscribe button. Even one view can prevent one puppy from being shaven. A big fist pump goes to Donna, AI, and Music Mint for the incredible music that is in this episode. All rights belong to Christopher Michael Egerhos, a.k.a. the Caveman. So if he's ready, and if you're ready, then let's kick this show off. Growl, growl.
Lights up on the screen, it's time to see 5 days a week, we're where you wanna be. Exclusive shows and reels, we got the vibe. Tune into the network, hop on Facebook Live. Riding with the stars in our unique groove. Laughter twists and turns within every move. Must see TV's the place to catch it all. Epic moments, big and small, give us a call. Oh, you know it's must see TV come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must see TV, the place where worlds meet. Jump right in, the fun's about to start. Bringing shows and stories straight to your heart. With every post and every share, we're free. Gotta get that fix of must-see TV. Round and round, don't let this moment fade. Together on this ride, the best we've ever made. Get the popcorn ready, it's your time to shine. Must-see TV will keep you feeling fine. Oh, you know it's must-see TV come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must-see TV, the place where worlds meet. Oh, you know it's must-see TV come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must-see TV, the place where worlds meet. Footsteps pounding on ancient stone, through the worlds where seeds are sown, twisting myths in the ether's gale. Legends whispered, their voices frail. Planes they call through the endless night, walking shadows, bleeding light. A clash of stars where gods once bled, echoes rise of the words unsaid.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Planeswalking the Multiverse. Back for more war. I'm so excited about today, because today we're going to be learning, well, I will be learning, and you'll be learning too, Nurgle the Chaos God. But here to fill us in on the twisty, demented, sick, disgusting, vile lore that is Nurgle, I give you Mike Hatcher, aka the Magic Historian. How's it going, buddy?
I'm good, my man. How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing?
Good.
Good. So we're talking about Nurgle.
Oh, yeah, we are. This is a good follow-up, considering we just talked about the Plague Marines last time, right?
Yeah, that's right. And this is the first episode that will be appearing on YouTube.
Yeah, so that's going to work out well, too, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got that all set up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go into it because it was a fucking nightmare. Thank you, Facebook, for that, by the way. But I'm excited to talk about what we're talking about today. So I will pass the floor to you.
All right, well, we're going to be talking about one of the main 4 Chaos Gods in Warhammer, specifically, obviously, Nurgle. And I don't know how familiar you are with the Chaos Gods. Do you know anything about them, really?
Just what we talked about. I know Nurgle. He didn't appear as a character in the Warhammer 40K MTG set. I don't think. He just.
I don't think any of the Chaos Gods actually showed up on cards, did they?
No. Well, Nurgle's Conscription, which was an insane kind of black mythic rare that did a bunch of stuff, and that's all.
Yeah, but they didn't actually make cards for the gods themselves, their influence on the world, which makes sense because ultimately the gods they're massive, grandiose beings, right?
Right.
So Nurgle, out of the 4 Chaos Gods, Nurgle was the 3rd one that awakened inside the warp. And when he did, just him birthing into existence caused massive waves of plagues to ravage the earth because, that's what he's all about, right?
Right, yeah.
He is all about disease, illness, contagion, all of it. And he's an interesting god. He's kind of set apart from the other 3 gods, but he's got a ton of different names, right? Some people know him as the Lord of Decay. And for people who are followers of him, they might call him Grandfather Nurgle, Papa Nurgle, the Plague Father, and then people who aren't fans of him would call him things like Lord of Pestilence, the Fly Lord, right? People who are super devout worshippers would be calling him the Lord of All. So he's the god of both death and rebirth, disease, decay, destruction. But the most interesting thing to me is he's basically draws the most power from despair. So while he loves people being filled with disease and stuff, it's really the despairing nature that gives him his fullest level of power.
Right.
And as a result, he really loves human beings compared to the other long-lived races because their overwhelming fear of mortality leads them to be more despairing, right?
Right.
So, he's 2 sides of the same coin. On one side, you have the destruction, the dissolution of things, but on the other side, you have growth because you have growth from death, right? Nothing new really can live without other things dying.
Yeah.
So, some actually know him as a god of perseverance and survival. So, eventually, everything will be swallowed up in death and become a part of Nurgle's domain. And when it comes to the Chaos Gods, they all reside in the same realm, but their portion of the realm, how much they own, kind of ebbs and flows depending on what's going on. So when there is eras of massive plagues and contagions, then Nurgle's strength grows.
Right.
And when that kind of abates, then he's weaker against the other Chaos Gods.
Yeah.
But one of the crazy things about him is even though he's the god of pestilence and death and destruction and all of that, he ends up having a personality that is jovial. He's upbeat and he likes to laugh, which, I mean, that sounds like something you'd say on a dating profile.
Right.
But he's full of vitality and humor. And one way of looking at what he does is his works, the Great Plagues and everything he creates, actually lead to more resiliency and strength, the same way that people will develop their immune system to fight things off. So he leads to more resilient people. And unlike other gods who really don't like having what they're doing being thwarted,
Right.
Nurgle doesn't care if you manage to overcome his diseases, because by becoming like more resilient, essentially you're creating a new challenge for him, so that this will lead to essentially bigger and crazier diseases and illnesses, right?
Right.
So, I mean, when it comes to human beings specifically, they've all felt Nurgle's touch to one level or another. Just having, for example, a common cold would fall under his realm. So there's some people who obviously have had massive problems because of him, and some people who are, you know, not that affected. But nobody is beyond his reach, especially since there's all this interstellar travel now. So that lets contagion spread even easier everywhere in the universe.
Right,
so
right, yes.
Nurgle is omnipresent, right?
Right.
And I'm not sure why, but his sacred number is 7. I have no clue why that's the case, but I do know why his chosen colors are green and brown. He picks like the most unpleasant shades.
Right, yes.
And that obviously
that like
represents-
the you know the color of rotting shit and the putrid
Yes.
green, just like
Exactly.
ugh. Oh.
Yeah, it's very unsettling, honestly. He's a pretty wild dude. He actually has managed to imprison one of the elven gods, the Eldari gods, Isha.
Right.
And so he basically spends time experimenting on her to create new unknown illnesses and disease. And because she
Jesus.
has and because she has divine regeneration, she's the perfect test subject.
Oh
because
my God,
she heals up
Jesus.
from it.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah, but you know what? There is a downside for him in that she secretly undermines Nurgle by whispering ways to cure people. Like basically, if you're infected by something that's been created through her, she can whisper to you ways to overcome it, right?
oh, dude.
Yeah.
How does that
She's,
work? How does that happen? Just by
Well,
her
she's a god.
influence? Like her power?
Yeah, she's a goddess, so she can reach out into like people. I'm not sure if it specifically has to do with the fact that the diseases that were created using her essence, so it kind of gives her a link. But either way, she somewhat undermines Nurgle. But at the same time, what does he care, right?
Right,
I mean, he
right.
spends all his time creating new horrific maladies,
Yes.
and like I said, if you overcome them, now he's just got a new challenge, right?
Right. That's
So
sick,
when it
dude.
comes-
That's brutal.
Yeah, and actually, the sick is the right way to describe him, bro. You know, like, when it comes to the way that he appears to people, out of all the Chaos Gods, they tend to have shifting forms, appearing as different things, but Nurgle has the most consistent way of showing up. So he's pretty much always just constantly bloated, swollen with putrid rot, and he has leathery, necrotic skin that has sores oozing pus out of them.
Jesus!
And
Oh,
it's gross.
Oh.
His body, his body's it's all wrecked and ruined. So he's got like big wounds and cuts all over his body, and literal like parts of his organs are spilling out
oh,
of his holes.
dude. That's gross.
Yeah. It's real. Like, he is incredibly disgusting. Lesser daemons frolic inside his wounds. So he has these big suppurating wounds on his body.
And
there are
small demons,
Yeah.
like just oh my. That's
Not
gross.
only are they crawling and dancing around inside him, but they're also drinking up the filth that leaks from his body.
All
And,
that
like,
putrid blood, all that.
It's disgusting.
Oh my God! Can you? Oh God!
Yeah, it's super gross, man. He's got maggots laying eggs under his fingernails,
Oh.
and they grow into these big cysts and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Decay for him is glory, right? So
Right.
his servants are different than other gods. The other gods have like Daemon princes and other followers that basically try and outdo each other and undo each other's schemes to try and move up the ranks.
Right.
But Nurgle has more of a family kind of aspect where all of his followers have love for Nurgle and they just want to do right by him. So
Yes.
it's not about competing with each other. It's pretty interesting. Like, people will come to Nurgle because they'll basically start praying to him when they get some crazy disease, hoping for relief. And in one way they get relief because Nurgle will take away the pain they feel from the
Yes.
disease, but he'll also inflict upon them much crazier diseases. So they end
Jesus.
up in some ways in a worse spot. So you could be like a leper and pray for a cure to leprosy, and now all of a sudden your legs are rotting away, not from leprosy, from something even more virulent, but you can still actually move around. Like, he grants you strength while destroying your body.
Yeah, yeah.
It's totally crazy.
Yeah, it's like a monkey's paw, right? Oh, please get rid of my my wounds that are spewing blood everywhere. And he's like, all right, well, now your groin is going to be filled with pus, and when the pus explodes, there flies and maggots, and you're going to experience excruciating pain from that. So, okay, I'll do your favor, but in exchange, more horrific pain.
It's similar to that, but he doesn't actually inflict pain with it because he doesn't delight in pain.
Okay.
And he doesn't actually cure what you have wrong with you. He just adds more to it and makes you okay with it.
All right. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, so you won't feel pain, but your body will just disintegrate away as you rot away.
All
from
right.
his
Now I
diseases
get it.
and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he
he's
doesn't
not-
really.
He's not like Korn.
Okay.
Korn wants everybody's skulls and blood, and he wants them to suffer and be destroyed. Nurgle just wants everybody to understand the life-death cycle and be joyous and appreciative of the existence that they're given and everything that it has to offer. So it's a little bit different. It's not malicious.
All right. Okay.
And so he resides in his own mansion, the mansion of the Plague Lord. And obviously the building itself reflects the nature of Nurgle, where it's
this is going to be
toxic
good.
winds.
This is going to be good. Okay, go ahead. I can already see Sparkles getting ready to throw up. All right, let's do it. Do it.
It's got toxic winds flowing through it and broken panes of glass. The whole thing's falling apart. You've got sewage drains that are just basically blasting out beetles, maggots, centipedes, but the centipedes are actually made from tongues. And their legs are little gross human fingers.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it's disgusting. So there's green and brown paint all over the house that's constantly flecking away, but at the same time, the house still never really loses its coloration.
Right.
And the chimneys, there's hundreds of chimneys atop his mansion, and they're constantly belching out tons and tons of bloated flies. So it's pretty wild.
Can
There's
you
like
imagine
bone
that,
trees
Sparkles?
are-
Like just like these bloated flies covered in like wounds and everything. And do they explode?
Yep.
Do these
Some
flies
of them
explode?
could, yeah, and then they would get their disgusting gank all over you. In fact, when it comes to Nurgle's garden, which is basically the area surrounding it, it's got a very weird ecosystem where there are these plants that grow fruit that look like the heads of things, and there are these plague hounds that love to they're not malicious, they just want to play, but their play ends up killing whoever they're playing with. So these plague hounds run over thinking, oh, there's people here, and they jump around on the plants, and then they end up getting all of this crap all over themselves, and all of these flies that are flying around get covered in it too, because it just basically turns into a mist. So then these flies are covered in this disgustingness. They get eaten by other predators, and it just kind of continues the process of spreading these plants and the contagion all around inside the guts of these different predators that then collapse and rot and turn into plants themselves.
Oh my God.
It's pretty wild. Yeah.
Oh.
They've got like trees made of bone that bear rotting fruit from them. So they just go straight to rotting. There's crazy demonic birds that sing funeral dirges when people show up. It's absolutely incredible.
You know, Sparkles has a extra Whopper because it's she got 2 for 1 today, and I have a feeling that she's not going to be eating that tonight.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's understandable.
Yeah.
It's pretty disgusting overall.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Anything else?
I mean, I think that we covered pretty much the essence of Nurgle and
Yeah.
where he lives. So that sounds good to me.
Usually we have to have a 2-parter, so we don't have to have a 2-parter. It's great.
I thought what you might want to do
Yeah.
is cover the 4 Chaos Gods in sequence.
Okay.
And so I thought maybe if I could just keep it, like, I intentionally tried to keep the
Right.
information tight enough
Yeah.
that we could do it, because I know we keep sprawling into
Right.
extra episodes.
Right.
So out of respect, I tried to make it a tighter package this time.
All right, so do you want to do the what's the next Chaos God after Nurgle?
You know what? Let's go like the opposite end of the scale. Let's go with Khorne, who wants to destroy just to destroy and take
Yeah.
people's skulls to build his throne.
Corn, not Karn, right? It's corn.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Karn is one of the Karn is one of the servants of Khorne who actually betrayed him.
Yeah. Oh,
and
right.
thought that he could like take Khorne down because, I mean, obviously when you're a bloodthirsty maniac, you end up having bloodthirsty maniacs serving.
Yeah. Let's do that. So, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it. Let us know what you thought down below, and did you throw up or not? I have a feeling our YouTube manager is going to clip this out. It's going to be great. It's going to be good times. So before we go, we have to do, Mike, we have to do my favorite thing in the world, which is Caveman Growls. So let's
do it up, man.
Let's do it. Let's do it, Sparkles. Unfortunately, with YouTube, we don't have Caveman Growls to give out to you, but if you're in the live feed now, you'll get a Caveman Growl. So, Sparkles, let's do it.
Bernard Abot.
How many are we doing?
3.
3, okay. Regard
300.
300, yeah.
Bernard Abot.
Bernard Avot. From me to you, Bernard, you get a great big bad caveman.
Robert J. Pajot.
Robert J. Pajot. From us to you, you get a great big bad caveman.
Sean Dowling.
Sean Dowling. From us to you, you get a great big bad caveman. And guys, before we go, remember, if you forgot to catch the live feed, which is always good times with myself and the Magic Historian, give it 30, 35, 45 minutes, and then this will be on our channel. Remember, artwork is coming, and all that kind of good stuff is coming up there. So a lot to look forward to. And until we see each other again, my friends, it's tomorrow. D&D. It's D&D story time, Eldon. And until we see each other again, my friends, take care, be safe, be well, and we love you all! 50,000 plus. And may the Schwartz be with you. Sparkles, take us home.
Through the blazing hells on paths unknown, with shattered thrones and skies of